class I am going to discuss componendo and dividendo rule. This componendo and dividendo rule helps in solving many problems of number system, algebra, as well some parts of trigonometry and calculus also. Okay, see, and this componendo and dividendo rule is just an extension for the equality of ratios. See, first suppose if we have two ratios with equality sign in between them, that in the sense, if we have two equal ratios, like if A by B is equals to C by D. If A by B is equals to C by D, that means these two ratios, if they are equal, then we have many chances to do on both sides. Since these two are equal, you just reciprocal both sides, you just square both sides, cube both sides, okay, you just do cross multiplication, you have many options, okay. What I am going to do is, I am just adding 1 on both sides. A by B plus 1 is equals to C by D plus 1. I have A by B is equals to C by D. Then just I am adding 1 on both sides by maintaining that balance. And now if you simplify, you will get that A plus B by B is equals to C plus D by D. Just have a look. If I add 1 on both sides, A plus B by B is equals to C plus D by D. Okay. See, if A by B is equals to C by D, then if A by B is equals to C by D, then A plus B by B is equals to C plus D by D. This rule is called componendo rule. If you have A by B is equals to C by D, then you have a chance to use this A plus B by B is equals to C plus D by D. This one implies this is a componendo rule. In the same way, instead of adding 1 on both sides, if you have A by B is equals to C by D, you just subtract 1 on both sides. A by B minus 1 is equals to C by D minus 1. Then if you simplify, this side it is A minus B by B, and that side it is C minus D by D. If you have this ratio, this equality of between two ratios, then V and with that A minus B by B is equals to C minus D by D. There are some problems where we need to use this particular rule. If A by B is equals to C by D, then A minus B by B is equals to C minus D by D. This is called dividendo rule. Okay, this is componendo rule and that is dividendo rule. If you combine these two rules, then we will get componendo and dividendo rule. Usually we call this rule as C and D rule or CD rule. Okay, and that rule is very helpful in solving many problems. How to combine these two? See, just simply we have this equality with you and we have this equality also. You just divide this first equality with this second equality. If you divide, this B and that B gets cancelled, as well as this D and that D get cancelled. Left side if you divide, B gets cancelled. Right side if you divide, D gets cancelled. Then from these two, we also have A plus B by A minus B is equals to C plus D by C minus D. A plus B by A minus B is equals to C plus D by C minus D. And when we will get this A plus B by A minus B is equals to C plus D by C minus D, we will get it only if A by B is equals to C by D. Finally, we conclude that if A by B is equals to C by D, then A plus B by A minus B is equals to C plus D by C minus D. And this statement is considered as componendo and dividendo rule. Okay, or you may call it as CD rule, right? You just take it as point 1. In componendo and dividendo rule, I am just mentioning here the proof related to that rule, and then I am going to give you some problems to solve and to learn relate this componendo and dividendo. Just have a screenshot. Finally, we have componendo and dividendo rule as if A by B is equals to C by D, then A plus B by A minus B is equals to C by D. In other words, if these two ratios are equal, A by B is equals to C by D, then these two ratios are equal. As well, if these two are equal, then we will get this a by b is equals to c by d. This is an if and only if condition. If it happens, then we have a chance to write this equality. If it happens, then we have a chance to write this equality. In most of the cases, we use in this way. Okay. After having two fractions, one fraction, numerator 1 by denominator 1, other fraction, numerator 2 by denominator 2. If you have any two fractions like this, numerator 1 by denominator 1 and numerator by denominator 2, if these two are equal, then if two fractions are equal, then we usually write, as per the problem we write, numerator plus denominator by numerator minus denominator of first fraction, as well numerator plus denominator by numerator minus denominator of second fraction. Okay, and these two also will become equal, and this is basically componendo and dividendo rule. Okay, both are same, right? And I will give you some simple problems related to this as a second point. Okay, one thing you need to memorize: if you have equality sign between two fractions, then sum of, see these two terms, numerator and denominator by difference of these two, numerator minus denominator, is same for those two fractions. This logic is very useful in solving problems. As a point 2, I will give you some simple problems, and then I will extend this idea to solve different problems. Just have a look. We have 4 simple problems to solve using componendo and dividendo. See, when you observe, there is a chance to solve these problems without using componendo and dividendo also, just by using the concepts of ratios or just by moving with the cross multiplication. I think you all familiar with the cross multiplication method. Okay, see, the cross multiplication method is also useful in solving these problems, but to introduce componendo and dividendo rule for you, I am just solving these problems by that method here. Okay, if you wish, check our answers with your cross multiplication method. Okay, and in point number 3 and 4 like that, I will give you some different and interesting problems related to componendo and dividendo. First of all, just look at this first problem. Okay, see, x by y is equals to 3 by 4 is given. See, I have two fractions with equality sign in between them, like x by y is equals to 3 by 4. Then, according to componendo and dividendo rule, okay, we need to use this particular line, apply componendo and dividendo, C and D method or rule, you just say. If you apply that componendo and dividendo rule, then add numerator and denominator here and subtract numerator minus denominator. Here again, numerator plus denominator by numerator minus denominator, and in a single word, single line, your answer is -7. Right? Right. And then just try to solve the second problem. Here I have, it is a plus b whole square by a minus b whole square is equals to 25 by 4, and our target is to find a by b. As I said, we have a chance to move with cross multiplication method, but here I am using componendo and dividendo. A plus b whole square by a minus b whole square is equals to 25 by 4. From there, one thing is clear: a plus b whole square divided by a minus b whole square is equals to 5 square by 2 square, because it is 25 and 4. See, this side we have squares and that side we have squares. You just remove those squares, then you will get a plus b by a minus b is equals to 5 by 2. Since we have a plus b by a minus b as 5 by 2, in the next step you just use componendo and dividendo. According to that componendo and dividendo, numerator plus denominator, a plus b plus a minus b divided by a plus b minus a minus b, and this side is equals to 5 plus 2 divided by 5 minus 2. And when you simplify this, the left side, since it is a plus b by a minus b, b and b gets cancelled, and in the denominator if you check, a and a will get cancelled. A plus a is 2a, b plus b is 2b, 2a by 2b means a by b, and finally our answer for this problem is 7 by 3. That's the way to solve the problem using CD method. Okay, again I will discuss these two, just have a look. And then coming to this particular third one, what it is? X square minus x plus 1 by x square plus x plus 1 is equals to 2 by 3, and our target is to use x plus 1 by x. Okay, I am erasing this for space concern. You just look at this. Given that x square minus x plus 1 by x square plus x plus 1 is equals to 2 by 3. So this is one fraction and that is the other fraction, and equality sign is there in between them. Directly I am writing use componendo and dividendo method or componendo and dividendo rule. If you use this, again numerator plus denominator. What is that numerator plus denominator? Numerator is x square minus x plus 1 plus denominator is x square plus x plus 1 divided by numerator is x square minus x plus 1 minus denominator is x square plus x plus 1. Numerator plus denominator by numerator minus denominator left side. Whereas come to the right side again, 2 plus 3 divided by 2 minus 3. You just try to simplify. See, if you try, this minus x and plus x gets cancelled. As well, since we have minus sign in the denominator, x square and minus x square gets cancelled. As well, this plus 1 and this plus 1 along with this minus also gets cancelled. So, when you observe, you will get x square plus x square, 2x square, and 1 plus 1 in the numerator is 2. So, from numerator we have 2 times of x square plus 1. And from denominator it is minus x and minus x. So, minus 2x, that is equals to 2 plus 3 by 2 minus 3. Oh, so I am directly writing this is 5 and divided by 2 minus 3 is minus 1. Right. Again, if you look, this 2 and 2 gets cancelled. As well, this minus 1 minus and that minus sign also gets cancelled. You just split it. X square by x is x plus 1 by x is equals to 5. That's your answer for this problem. Just have a look. In the same way, we can solve fourth one also. Right, I am erasing this. You just go with screenshot, right? Again, use CD method to solve this fourth problem. For left side, you just numerator plus denominator, x cube plus 3x plus 3x square plus 1. Okay, and denominator. See, numerator minus denominator. Numerator is this x cube plus 3x minus 3x square minus 1. Right side, 189 plus 61 divided by 189 minus 61. Now you just observe them carefully. You need to use some identity formulas. X cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. Here it is simply nothing but x plus 1 whole cube. Whereas this x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 1 is nothing but x minus 1 whole cube. And that side 189 plus 61. And I think so 190 plus 60, which is 250, divided by 9 minus 1 is 8, and 12, 128, 250 by 128. See, you just go with this simple cross cancellation. When you cancel with the 2, 264 and 2, 125, and this is 125 by 64. 125 is 5 cube, whereas 64 is 4 cube. When you cancel out cube on both sides, just like cancelling square for the second problem, you will get that x plus 1 by x minus 1 is equals to 5 by 4. See, again we have two options, either use cross multiplication method or use CD method. Our target is to find x value, right? So I am using this space. Again use CD method. If you again use CD method, numerator plus denominator, directly I am going to write numerator plus denominator. If you use 1 and 1 gets cancelled, you will have with 2x. Numerator minus denominator, x gets cancelled, you will left with 2. In the right side, numerator plus denominator, numerator minus denominator, and on simplification, x value is 9, There ends this the fourth problem. And these four problems which I discussed as second point are simple problems related to the CD method. Have a look, I will give you some more problems. Look at the board, two more simple problems, right? See, x plus 10 by x minus 10 is equals to 2 minus root 3 by 2 plus root 3. Then we need to find the value of x. See, one thing directly I am writing, use CD method. So, as if you apply CD method, left side and right side, numerator plus denominator by numerator minus denominator. This side, see x plus 10 plus x minus 10 divided by x plus 10 minus x minus 10, and this side 2 minus root 3 plus 2 plus root 3, numerator plus denominator, divided by 2 minus root 3 minus 2 plus root 3, denominator. You just think about the way of cancellation and simplification. And here plus 10 and minus 10 gets cancelled, and in the denominator x and minus x gets cancelled. Whereas come to the right side, minus root 3 and plus root 3 gets cancelled, and in the denominator this 2 minus 2 gets cancelled. So next step is what? Left side as numerator x plus x, which is 2x, by left side in the denominator 10 minus of minus plus 10, so that is 20, is equals to this side, since root 3 gets cancelled, 2 plus 2 is 4 divided by denominator 2 and minus 2 gets cancelled. This is minus root 3 and minus root 3. Minus root 3 means minus 2 root 3. So 2x by 20 is equals to 4 by minus 2 root 3. Since we need to find the value of x, just go with usual cancellation. So how to proceed? See, there are many ways. 2 2's and this 2 and that 2 gets cancelled, and finally x is equals to minus 20 divided by root 3, and that's your answer. Okay, just have a look. If it is okay, then try to solve this first one. Have a look. Next problem, a minus 100 by a plus 100 by a minus 100 is equals to c minus 100 by c plus 100. See, all these problems are of same type, just we need to use this CD method. Okay, since we have this fraction according to CD method, left side numerator a plus 100 plus denominator a minus 100 divided by numerator a plus 100 minus denominator a minus 100. Whereas coming to the right side, numerator c minus 100 plus denominator c plus 100. Again, numerator c minus 100 minus denominator c plus 100. Now you just see, try to simplify, try to observe the terms which we get, which gets cancelled. 100 gets cancelled, a gets cancelled. Here 100 gets cancelled, here again c gets cancelled. And if you simplify, a plus a is 2a, whereas 100 minus of minus plus 100 is 200. And that side again it is 2c by minus 200. Our target is to find the value of a is to c. See, very simple here if you observe. 2 and 2 gets cancelled, right? And 200 and 200 gets cancelled, right? So we have a is equals to minus c. So a by c is equals to minus 1. Then your answer for the problem is minus 1. Or if you wish to express in terms of ratio, minus 1 is to 1 is your answer. Okay? There ends the problem. Have a look. Next one, finding x by solving this type of equations is also very easy with componendo and dividendo. Okay, see now just look at this given one. See, numerator by denominator is equals to 2, and I will treat it like 2 by 1 because I need two fractions to apply CD, and here I have one fraction and this 2 is simply 2 by 1. So this side numerator plus denominator. Okay, can I write directly? See, otherwise you just look for this problem. This side in numerator, what is that numerator? Root of 3 plus x plus root of 3 minus x plus the denominator root of 3 plus x minus root of 3 minus x divided by numerator minus denominator. Root of 3 plus x plus root of 3 minus x minus denominator. So you just apply minus for this. Minus root of 3 plus x minus of minus is plus root 3 minus x. This side again numerator plus denominator by numerator minus denominator. See, we have many terms to get cancelled. This root 3 plus minus x, root 3 minus x gets cancelled. Here these two gets cancelled. So root 3 plus x and root 3 plus x. Totally two terms. 2 into root of 3 plus x. And in the denominator 2 into root of 3 minus x is equals to 3 by 1. Okay. Our target is to find x. You just cancel out 2. So 3 root of 3 plus x by root of 3 minus x is equals to 3. You just do squaring on both sides. You will get 3 plus x by 3 minus x is equals to 9 by 1. See, again we have two options. Go with CD or do cross multiplication. Okay. So I am just moving with CD. So I need to write numerator plus denominator by numerator minus denominator on both sides. This side if I add, x gets cancelled. This side if I subtract numerator minus denominator, see you left with 2x. And that side that is 10 by 8. So now cancel out for x, 2 4s is 8 and then 2 3s and 2 5s. Further x is equals to 12 by 5 and that's our answer for the problem. Have a look. Any doubts? Look at the next problem. Here x is given as root 3 by 2 and our target is to find this particular value. Since x is root 3 by 2, so direct substitution in the place of x as root 3 by 2 is a bit complicated. So my idea is to use what? L'Hospital rule here. See, no. CD method here. See, x is equals to root 3 by 2. I will write it like x by 1 is equals to root 3 by 2. As per this situation, 1 plus x and 1 minus x I need. But 1 is there in the denominator. So you just reciprocal on both sides. You have 1 by x is equals to 2 by root 3. That's good. Then you just use CD method. Apply component on dividend method. If you use left side, numerator plus denominator divided by numerator minus denominator is equals to this side, numerator plus denominator divided by numerator minus denominator. 2 plus root 3 by 2 minus root 3. But this side, see, I need root 1 plus x and root 1 minus x, but I have 1 plus x and 1 minus x. You just apply root on both sides. You just apply root on both sides. If you apply root on both sides, what you will get? Root of 1 plus x divided by root of 1 minus x is equals to root of 2 plus root 3 divided by root of 2 minus root 3. See, just observe very carefully. But to complete the problem, we need to find out this root of 2 plus root 3 value. Okay, just I am mentioning here, just have a look. See, root of 2 plus root 3, you learnt it from Surx, square root of Surx. See, this can be written as root of 2 plus 2 into root of 3 by 4. Is there anything wrong? Just I multiplied with 2 and I divided with 2, I sent it inside. And this 3 by 4 can be written as 3 by 2 into 1 by 2, whose product is 3 by 4, and as well whose summation is 2. 3 plus 1 by 2 is 2, right? So, and that's why this answer is square root of 3 by 2 plus square root of 1 by 2. So, now I will write it is equals to square root of 3 by 2 plus square root of 1 by 2. If you wish, just square this, you will get this 2 plus root 3. This is the simple way of finding square roots for binomial sets. Okay. And in the same way, if you apply square root for the denominator, you get here it is root of 3 by 2 minus root of 1 by 2. Root 1 plus x by root 1 minus x is this fraction. But I need what? I need root 1 plus x plus root 1 minus x. Root 1 plus x minus root 1 minus x. So again use the CD method here. Again use CD method. If you again use CD method, add these two. root of 1 plus x plus root 1 minus x divided by numerator minus denominator, root 1 plus x minus root 1 minus x, and that side numerator plus denominator. If you add these two, root 1 by 2, root 1 by 2 gets cancelled, you left with 2 into root of 3 by 2, and here numerator minus denominator, you will get 2 into root 1 by 2, and again you just try to simplify this. 2 gets cancelled, root 3 by 2 by root 1 by 2 is simply root 3. So finally your answer for this one is root 3. So this is the way of finding this particular value if x is equals to root 3 by 2 given. Okay, have a look, and in the next class again I will give you some more problems related to the componendo and dividendo method, and those problems are somewhat previously asked computation questions. Okay, you just have a look, and that's for this class.